All righty. Welcome. Here we go. It is 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's another edition of your Saltwater Guide, the seminar series. We're going to go in just a second here. We're letting a few people climb on here. But I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. My gosh, the numbers came out. You're not even going to believe this. My SEO guy sent me the numbers this morning. 3.5 million views in the last 7 days. 3.5 million views. So those of you that keep going, why do you keep doing this? Well, because you're watching it. That's why I keep doing it, gang. 3.5 million views. That's more than a news station has right now a week. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. All right. I just had to share that with you. 3.5 million. So give yourselves a round of applause. That's pretty spectacular. And I know it makes all my sponsors very, very happy. I know that Baja Jerky's super happy, ProMar's happy, Akuma's happy, Fish Lab's happy, everybody's happy. So thank you very much. Opsin Fluorocarbons, Greg over there, he's super happy. He can't even imagine without the outpouring of people watching this show that his business has exploded, and it basically because of all of you. I'm just the guy sitting here talking to you. So, gang, it's Friday, Free Flow Friday. My guy's going to post a video about ProTech offshore fighting grip. Unfortunately, my last ProTech offshore fighting grip went fishing this morning. I thought I was going to grab it for the show. It didn't make it. So we're going to show you a video. Maybe Kelly will put it up or Elliot here while we're talking. I don't know, but we'll see. It'll get up. You'll see what ProTech offshore fighting grip's all about. I'm going to post a video when I'm done here, or somebody's going to post a video here in a few seconds, and you can look at it across our social media page. But we have it on Facebook, we have it on Instagram, we have it on TikTok, and we have it on YouTube. So if you haven't seen the ProTech offshore fighting grip, go check it out. Today, gang, real quick, don't forget, Baja Jerky's going to give away a case of Baja Jerky to each social media platform. They're giving away 4 cases of Baja Jerky across social media. All right? And all you got to do to win that is leave a cool comment. No negative. Negative, we're not going to watch. You want to get your attention? Want to get me and Kelly and I's attention? Leave some tips. Leave a badge on Instagram. Leave some stars over at Facebook. Leave a tip on TikTok. Right there, top of the page, right-hand side. Touch the tips. You want to get noticed? That's going to probably have a lot to do with the influencing of winning that case of Baja Jerky. So do that. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everybody across all 4, one person from each social media platform is going to win a case. And we will announce that at the end of this month. All right. So here we go. What's the show about today, Captain Dave? Why did we all tune in? What great wisdom are you going to share with us today? Well, gang, here's what I think needs to be talked about. It's kind of an important thing. And those of you with the private boats, you may get a little bit out of this, because even me being on a private boat and going fishing where I get to go fishing and do what I get to do, I still buy a ticket, or I still hire a guide, or I still, when I go fly fishing in the Sierras, or when I go fly fishing in Montana or Wyoming or wherever I go, I always hire a guide. Listen, one of the things I think that are missing, and we're going to get controversial, and we're going to hurt some of your feelings, and it's just the way I do it, and it's how I've been doing it for 48 years. So get ready to get your feelings hurt here, snowflakes. Here we go, okay? Get ready. If you're going on a trip, sport boat, guide service, charter boat, anywhere you're going to the bait barge, wherever you're going in the fishing industry, fuel dock, another one that gets missed all the time. It's important. Those kids at the fuel dock are taking care of you, making sure you don't pour fuel all over the harbor. Make sure you don't pour fuel all over your boat. They're right there to help you, to tie the boat up when you don't know how to get your boat up next to the dock. They're helping all these different people. The guys at the bait barge are helping. The guys on the sport boats are helping. Your guide when you go fly fishing in Montana or Wyoming, he's helping. Everybody in the fishing industry is in. Call Elliot, see what he wants, please. Everybody in the fishing industry is there to help you. Please, 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 please call Elliot. He forgot what time it is. Please call Elliot. So everybody in the fishing industry is there to help you. That's what they're all there to do. So what I want to talk to you all about today, Connie, you're going to have to go upstairs to do it if you want to get the service.
He didn't answer.
Okay. So what I'm sorry, we got so much stuff going on and Kelly does not want to be on the show today. So she's sitting over there off to the side. Kelly, they all want you to be on here. But no, going back to what we were talking about. So everybody in this industry is there to help you. They all want to help. And what we're missing out on and what everybody doesn't understand is the word tip. That word seems like it offends a lot of people. But gang, if you go to a restaurant or a bar, you already know when you go there that you're tipping those people. Why? Because you were taught since you were young. Everything okay? He just forgot what time it was? Everybody was taught since you were young by your parents or by your aunts or uncles or whoever raised you that you tip the service industry. It's a known fact that going out to a restaurant or going out to a bar, we give them a tip. What happened to the service industry? The guy that or the sport boat guy or the bait barge person or the fuel dock person or all these people that are really helping you a lot. At a restaurant or a bar, that person, if it's the greatest service in the world, they're going to spend 5 minutes with you if you broke down the whole time. They serve the food. That might take a minute to serve 6 of you. If you broke down the time, maybe 2 minutes. Then they come back and they ask if you want some more water, and they ask you if you need another napkin. And they come back and forth. They may spend your hour and a half dinner 5 minutes at the whole time, and you're still going to tip them if it's phenomenal service and they made sure your water glass was full the whole time. You're going to give them 20%. Yes, we do. We all do it. I do it. Kelly does it. That's because we were taught that since we were young. But what we were never taught is how to take care of the people that are serving us when we go fishing. How do we take care of them? And whenever I bring this subject up, and I wrote a nice article once about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer on Bloody Decks, that one that went to 9 million comments to tell me I was out of my ever-loving mind. Gang, if I go to Wyoming and I'm going to hire a guide for the day and he costs $350 for the day, I've already decided that if he teaches me something or if he doesn't teach me something, I already decided I'm giving him a $100 tip. I already know that going in before I even met the human. Now, if it's a phenomenal human, he's got a really good chance of getting a 50% tip or 100% tip. He may get tipped the whole 300, depending on his attitude. But I already know I'm giving him 100 because he answered the phone, because that's the way the industry has been set up. And people get all pissed off and they're like, King, if you don't understand the whole thing, then someone needs to educate you. And I am trying to help. Now, most people, I don't care if you agree with me or not. I'm just trying to let you understand how the industry works. Gang, most of the people in the sport boat industry are in the charter boat industry or in the fuel dock or the bait dock. All those people are hoping and praying that you give them a little bit of your hard-earned money because they're working very hard for that opportunity. But no one's ever taught you to tip them. You don't know that most people don't know that that's part of the deal. They don't understand it. And I understand that. And it's up to us, all of us that are watching the show today from this point forward, to help educate the people that aren't aware of it. when you're going to take your friend out on a sport boat with you, you have to explain to them that they need to bring extra money to tip the crew. On your private boat, you have to explain when your friends go, hey, can I go fishing with you tomorrow? Yes, I want you to go. But you need to explain to them that there's going to be some extra money being spent. When we go to the fuel dock and get fuel, we're going to give the kid on the fuel dock maybe $10. We're going to give the kid on the bait dock $10, $15, $20, whatever we're going to spend on bait. But no one's ever explained this to people. And gang, it drives me crazy to think that people get pissed off when I bring this subject up. It blows my mind because it's only because of the uneducated. Gang, if you can't afford to tip, then don't go. You shouldn't be going. Because, Kelly, you used to watch me. I worked 18 to 19 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know. And I did that because of the thrill of going fishing, and I took it personal, and I wanted to make sure that you had the greatest day of your life when you went out fishing on the boat with us. And I wanted to make sure. And then, my goodness, if you tipped us on top, my heart would swell up. I felt like, whoa, these people know. But if the people came off the boat and didn't tip, I never was angry because I knew they didn't understand. They didn't know, because I always did my very best, and I always went the distance, and I always made sure that I would try to do my very best to make sure that you had the greatest time that you ever could have on a boat. And I made sure my crew understood that, and they didn't have an attitude. They weren't smoking in your mouth, and every other word out of their mouth wasn't a cuss word. But all this stuff matters. At the end of the day, we are hoping that you find it in your heart to tip us. And that is huge. You don't understand. That is huge. A $20 tip on a sport boat, if there's 5 crew members, that $20 tip's getting split up 5 ways. People don't understand that. And I'm here. I know I already did this show a few months ago, but we're just retouching onto it because it's so near and dear to my heart, and it matters so much.
How much does it?
It doesn't. You can't put a percentage on it. You can't put a percentage. Let's just say we're going to use one of my favorite boats. We're going to use the Shogun. Let's say you're going fishing with Connor. Let's say you're going out on a Shogun. And let's say the trip cost $500 for just a round number. Let's say the trip cost $500. He's got 5 crew members on there, right? Okay. 2 captains, 3 deckhands, and a cook. So let's say 6. But the cook normally is that the galley's separate from the deckhand, the crew. But it's all different. And I don't know how they run it on there. I'm just telling you how we ran it on some of the boats. But let's just say you went out there and it cost $500 for the trip. And you felt like Connor and the deckhands on there took phenomenal care of you. They treated you like they do, because they do. Connor knows, and he grew up in the industry, and he knows how to treat you. And they treated you phenomenal. Do you think they deserve 20% per person? Think about that. 20% per person, not 20% of the bill. Because if you took 20% of the bill of $500, what is that? You don't know what 20% of 500? No.
$100 what?
20%, 25% would be $100. So then you said in your heart, each one of those deckhands only deserve $20 or $15? No. Gang, you got to think of it all the way through. You got to play the tape all the way through. I'm just trying to help you. That's all I'm trying to do. You do whatever you want. Don't leave negative comments, because I'm just going to erase them and I don't care. All I'm trying to do is help you to understand what's going on out there and all the different factors that play in. And I know things are expensive today.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Kelly. She has to come on if she's got a question.
So
right, guys?
What happens?
Okay.
What happens if I win the jackpot on one of these sport boats? Am I supposed to?
Okay.
Is it customary for me to tip or give everybody? I don't get it. Explain that, because I don't understand.
Okay. Kelly was asking me about the jackpot. the jackpot became such a giant issue on a lot of boats that a lot of boats have gotten away from doing the jackpot because it gets so controversial. But if you're out on a boat and you get on the boat and you win the jackpot, now most people don't even know why we have a jackpot. I'm going to explain to you why we have a jackpot. It's a ton of extra stress for the crew. It's a ton of extra stress for the captain. Someone's going to be pissed off. It's just the way it happens all the time. But why do we have jackpot? Now, remember, my father's been in the industry since 1947. So and my family owns a lot of sport boats. So I'm telling you the honest to God, real life truth when I talk to you about sport boats. The reason why they have a jackpot on a sport boat is for the slight possibility that when you win the jackpot, you're going to give them a giant tip. What do they expect from you out of the jackpot? Wouldn't you like to know that? Wouldn't you like to know what is going on inside here? What do we expect? Okay, I'm going to tell you, it's going to blow your mind. And we're going to hurt a lot of people's feelings right now. Okay, but I can only be honest. And that's all I have is my honesty. Okay, so get ready because it's going to piss you off. What do we expect when you win the jackpot? We expect you to give it all to us. That's what we expect. Okay, we don't have a problem though. If you take your galley tab out, the ticket you paid to come on the boat, and your fish cleaning bill, that's cool. We don't have a problem with it. We don't understand it because we thought that you loved us and you would give us the whole jackpot. That's why we do it. King, I'm not lying. I'm being honest. And that's why we set up the jackpot. That's why they set up the jackpot back in the 30s and 40s when my dad started working on the boats. That's why they set up the jackpot. That's what it was for a giant tip for the crew. That's why we do it. That's why it's there. That's what it's all about. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. You can believe me. You don't have to. I don't care. You don't leave any negative comments about it because I don't care. I'm going to erase them. I'm just telling you what is going on from an insider's perspective. So when you're out there on the boat, remember this, or when you're on your private boat, and you go to the fuel dock and you go to the bait dock, remember all these people. Remember them. And remember, and if you own a private boat, goddamn, when you invite your friends, you let them know. Shit, you're taking them out on the boat for a fun-filled day. Bring some extra money to tip everybody. Because I'll tell you what, this is an inside information too. This is for the boys on the bait docks from say the Southern California bait docks. I'm going to give you an inside information on those guys. If you tip, they remember your boat every time. They do, gang. I'm telling you. And if you don't tip, they remember your boat every time. They see you in the lineup back there. They see you and they know you're that ass. You are him. They already know that. You've made a name for yourself. You already know. I'm trying to help you. It all flipping matters. It matters. It matters. It matters. And if you only got $5, then you probably shouldn't go today. You should probably stay home, save some money, and then go the next time. I'm just trying to help, gang. I'm just trying to help because in our industry, the men and women that work in our industry, we work our asses off. And if you broke it down to hourly wages for captains and owners of the boat that are captains, my God, some days it comes down to where we're not even getting $1 an hour. It's mind-boggling when you think about it. So it's super important to understand this whole tipping thing. It is crucial. And I don't care if you're in Florida, if you're in Texas, you're in Wyoming, you're in Canada. Well, Canadians don't tip, so maybe we don't talk about Canada. That's part of the deal. They're not raised on tipping. They don't tip at restaurants, bars, just like in Europe. But listen, it is crucial to understand the whole tipping thing. And I am only going to be here to help you understand what's going on. So when you invite your friends, let them know. When you invite your friends to go out on the boat, or when you bring them, hey, I'm going on the New Loan tomorrow night. Oh, shit, do they got any? Oh, yeah, they got another opening. But understand, the ticket's $300. You should bring another extra 300. Well, you might catch a fish, so you're going to want to get it cleaned. You're probably going to eat, so you're going to want to tip the galley person, whoever's cooking. You're probably going to have a really good time because you're going on the New Loan. So you're going to want to tip the crew, and you're going to want to tip the captain. So bring an extra $300 so everybody understands you. The next time you go, they're all going to remember you. They're going to remember you if you don't tip, and they're going to remember you if you do tip. How do you want to be remembered? All right, that's our show for today. I hope I didn't piss too many of you off, but I'm only being honest and telling you the honest to God truth. I know I did help a lot of people in the industry just now. For those of you that are watching that are in the industry, you are very, very welcome, because you know me, I don't care. I just want to be honest and let you all know. Gang, you have a great weekend. Turn off the news, go outside. The weather's supposed to be gorgeous this weekend in Southern California. Oh, breaking news. One of our clients followed our game plan. Was perfect this morning. Went right to where I told him to go. We posted the game plan. YourSaltwaterGuide.com. If you're not a member and you got a private boat, I don't know what you're doing. But one of our members followed the game plan perfect. Went over to Catalina. He had some fresh dead squid. Went right to the spot I told him to be at. And he caught limits. They're already done. They caught limits of sea bass for 3 guys this morning. First thing. Done. All done. You'll see the report on the website. But pretty cool. Following the plan. Remember, you got to have a plan. YourSaltwaterGuide.com. I will always be here making videos for you because, man, when I heard 3 million people watched us last week alone, that's going to make me want to do more and more shows for you. So have a great weekend. Turn off the TV. Leave a message. Leave some stars. Leave some badges. Leave some tips. Like I told you, I know the people that tip and I know the people that don't. All right. Thank you. Adios.